Caitlin Clark said, "No layups in my house," and sent Angel Reese flying like it was a Southwest commercial. That flop had Academy Award winner written all over it. But the refs really looked at that and said, "Yep, that's definitely murder," and gave Caitlin a flagrant like she pulled a knife out mid-play. And Angel tried to run up on her and said, "You're crazy as fuck. What the fuck are you doing?" And Caitlin's all like, "This is just basketball. It's either a layup or free throws. Pick one."
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a good take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
And just like that, Caitlin Clark dropped a triple-double, won by 30.
It finally came to a head. Angel Reese allowed her animosity toward Caitlin Clark to spill over, and the breakdown unfolded live on national television. This wasn't a quiet lapse in composure. It was an emotional blow-up that ended with a public benching, leaving fans stunned and commentators searching for explanations. This had nothing to do with foul trouble or exhaustion. It was personal, and everyone watching could see it. Instead of regaining control, Angel doubled down, turning the moment into a self-inflicted embarrassment on the biggest stage. Chicago Sky may label Reese as their star, but in that moment, the only option they had was to sit their supposed franchise player after jealousy took over.
Caitlin Clark and Indiana Fever is currently putting the beats on the Chicago Sky, and I'm telling you right now, Angel Reese is furious because she wants to make it her business to beat Caitlin Clark this year, and I'm telling you right now,
Angel Reese finally ran into something she never expected. A trip to the bench, complete with public embarrassment. And no, this wasn't about rotations or catching her breath. It was the kind of sit-down that screams, "Settle down before you torch the entire game." This wasn't a quirky coaching decision. It was a hard reality check, delivered live for everyone to see. One moment she was on the floor, the next she was sidelined like a fan, while the internet replayed the moment on loop as if it were a season finale.
Black and White Sports supporters, well, I told you guys there would be a follow-up video on the nuclear fallout. That's exactly what it's been. Over the take foul, as Caitlin Clark is calling it, and that's a great way to say it. It was a take foul. She was trying to prevent a wide-open layup, although one could argue that she might have missed it anyway, on Angel Reese, and then Angel Reese went absolutely, utterly berserk.
So, what triggered Reese's collapse? A routine foul on Caitlin Clark. Nothing wild, no cheap shot, no dramatic contact, just an ordinary whistle. But for Angel, that was all it took to set things off. She reacted like someone had wrapped up Clark's highlight reel and handed it to her as a gift. What came next wasn't basketball. It was a full-blown meltdown, just dressed up in sneakers.
This little white girl and Caitlin Clark out here busting that and flat out, bro, triple dub. And I don't want to hear none of that stat padding stuff, bro. She had a triple double, and that's just the facts, man. That's just the facts. So I see a lot of people saying, "Oh, she fouled her hard, bro. It was a malicious play." Man, that wasn't no malicious play. This is a malicious play. Check it out. What y'all gonna say?
But Angel Reese didn't just react, she erupted. Full-scale emotional explosion. If feelings had a Richter scale, this one would have registered a clean 10. And if the arena had smoke alarms, the fourth quarter might have been moved to the parking lot. Let's be honest. This wasn't competitive fire or mutual respect masked as intensity. This wasn't two greats elevating each other. This was pure, unfiltered beef, the kind that says, "I hope everything goes wrong for you at the worst possible moment."
Hard foul. Caitlin Clark fouls Angel Reese while going up for a layup. People are making a big deal out of this. And me, I'm looking at it like, look, it was just a hard foul. I don't even think it was flagrant. The only thing that was flagrant was Angel Reese's response, right? How she responded to the hard foul. And obviously you can see there's still a little hate. There's still a little hate out there. But I'm going to say this. WNBA, lean in on this. Lean in on.
Godzilla vs. Kong suddenly felt like a preschool puppet show, with juice boxes and nap time included. Angel didn't back off or play it cool. She charged toward Caitlin like she had a message to send and a grudge to unload. No pause, no second thoughts, just pure confrontation. It stopped feeling like a basketball game and started looking like a kid throwing a tantrum over candy. Her body language was so loud it nearly drowned out the buzzer. Even the commentators looked shaken. One blinked, the other stumbled mid-sentence. The officials got it right. Play stopped. Caitlin just stood there, stunned, like she'd wandered into the wrong locker room by mistake. Her expression said everything, confused, boxed in, clearly wondering how standing nearby had sparked a full-blown eruption. Yes, it was a routine foul, but Angel reacted like she'd been smacked with a shoe mid-layup. The response was enormous, way bigger than the moment itself, like she'd been holding it in all season. Then came the decision. The coach pulled her, and it wasn't gentle. No reassuring tap, no quiet words, just a sharp, unmistakable signal that said, "That's enough." You could feel the arena shift. Cheers faded. Whispers crept in. That uneasy silence settled over the crowd, the kind that hits right before everything changes. Angel walked off without a word. No arguing, no theatrics, just tightly wound anger, the kind that makes even the bench uneasy sitting next to you. And online? It didn't just trend, it exploded. Fans were split and spiraling. Some defended her like she was the final boss in a video game. Others kept replaying the clip, trying to pinpoint the exact moment it all snapped. Caitlin's supporters treated it like a title win. Memes flooded in faster than jump shots. Suddenly, everyone had a take, a theory, and a screenshot. This wasn't just drama, it was a digital wildfire. And Angel Reese was standing right at the center of it.
Walk me through your perspective on the flagrant foul, and what was the point you were trying to make to her?
It's just a good take foul, you know? If either Angel gets wide open 2 points or, we send him to the free throw line. Nothing malicious about it. It's just a take foul. Every basketball player knows that.
Angel's response? Calm and composed were never options. This was an emotional bulldozer with no brakes. She didn't dial it back. She hit the gas. Full speed. No apology. No remorse. Not even a hint of reflection. Angel didn't just react. She went straight at Caitlin like this moment had been circled on her calendar since preseason. Every movement, every stare, every post-game comment dripped with personal intent. No translation needed. Her energy said it clearly. This isn't a rivalry. It's personal. If she's got posters on her wall, you already know which one has darts in it. Her body language screamed fight mode. Her expression warned, try me. And her answers carried the emotional range of a storm alert. This wasn't competitive fire. It was scorched earth behavior. And then came the fallout. NCAA officials love to talk about grace and sportsmanship, but you know that clip was on repeat behind closed doors like a crisis reel. Angel went full verbal demolition on national television and thought she could just grab some water and move on. Not this time. This isn't the wild, anything goes era anymore. Reese may have pushed too far. Somewhere at NCAA headquarters, it's probably full panic mode. Clipboards flying, emergency Zoom calls lighting up, and some unlucky intern typing. How do we discipline a star without killing ratings? Because this wasn't just bad optics. It was a full-scale PR wildfire. And Angel Reese struck the match.
No sugarcoating this. This is pure hate. Pure hatred for that white girl in India. Excuse me. I need to specify. Sorry. The one that wears 22 in Indiana.
Her coach looked like a man rethinking every life decision that brought him to that moment. You could see it in his eyes, the quiet panic of someone realizing that coaching Angel Reese isn't about playbooks or rotations. It's about navigating emotional landmines with a clipboard in hand. The post-game press conference was brutal. Forced smiles, sideways glances, and the classic line, "We'll handle it internally." Translation: I'm hoping the league steps in before this turns into a practice floor disaster. Meanwhile, the fan base was unraveling. One half screamed, "She's just passionate," like they were defending a relative on trial. The other half debated whether aggressive side-eye should count as a technical foul. And then there was the third group, the chaos crowd, snacks ready, treating WNBA drama like must-watch Sunday night TV. Let's not pretend this came out of nowhere. Angel's emotional highlight reel didn't start yesterday. It goes back to college. She's always been the main character, never a background extra. Her game comes with dialogue, plot twists, and occasional storm warnings. But last night wasn't passion. It was something else entirely. Soap opera energy on Fast Forward. DEFCON 1 with lip gloss and a headband. She wasn't playing basketball, she was starring in her own unscripted series, Keeping Up with the Court Queens. She moved like someone had just ruined her birthday surprise. And honestly, if she'd pulled out a folding chair, no one would have been shocked. It already felt like WNBA meets WWE, minus the entrance music and smoke machines.
Did you like the way your players responded there? Just to that moment, it looked like somebody was coming over, talking with Angel, coaching type of talking with her, to calm her down, make sure they didn't escalate any further.
Yeah, I think that it's a little misrepresentation to calm her down. I think emotions were high on both sides, and so I think Angel reacted in a way that any of us would react in a moment like that.
While Angel Reese unraveled on the bench, Caitlin Clark stayed locked in, quietly piling up buckets and making history. One player let emotions hijack the moment, the other handled the chaos like a veteran and let her game speak. The fallout was instant. Analysts, fans, and social media exploded, turning Reese's outburst into permanent internet fuel, while Clark emerged looking like the league's future face. Talent was never the issue for Angel, but composure was, and on a night built for greatness, she turned a spotlight opportunity into a cautionary tale. Passion without control didn't elevate her. It sidelined her, and the contrast couldn't have been clearer.